So just over 1 month ago, I camped in some woodland just over this hill pat here. Or you go around this footpath, you follow it around, you go up into the woodland. I camped there for a quick overnight, let's say a local camp, because that's exactly what it is. Home is only about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes walk away. So I set up and I camped in that little spot. The thing is, I didn't camp all night. As I say, camp, it wasn't a full camp, because we've been through the video. If you subscribe to the channel, you'd know about this video. You know about the noises and stuff. It sounded like something was walking past the camera as I was recording. And a lot of people ask, is it your Jetboil? Is it your air mat going down? Is it, what other excuse did someone say? Probably what, the cows eating the grass. I get it, it sounds a little like someone ripping the grass up. People were saying it were a ghost, some people saying it were a fake noise. I had somebody with me. Anyway, people can say what they want really, but I feel like that was very scary that night. And that is the only time I have ever left camp and gone home. Tonight I will not be doing it. We're going back into that woodland. We're going to be staying there tonight no matter what happens. Let's get to camp. Ugh. So I'm about to head off up this path, and then we've got to turn in, well, that way, up into the woodland. Here's a question, people love me questions. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes or no? Plus, do you think if you believe in ghosts, you're more likely to be freaked out by any sort of noise? That is a good question. 2 questions there. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes or no? Put them in the comments below. And if you do believe in ghosts, you reckon it makes you more nervous about them? So I've made it into the woodland, and already, what have I come back here for? I have to make us way through. Ouch! Yeah, I definitely have that unfeeling sort of feeling, if you get what I mean. Something's happened there, aren't there? Kids doing something. I think it was just over there where I camped last time. Well, where I attempted to camp, let's say. So it is amazing how quick we're losing light already. So this is the location where I was. I'll admit it does look like some sort of animal track going that way. I can clearly see that. So that's something I'm going to bear in mind. But I can at least hang my hammock maybe from this tree to that tree. It don't feel as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think that is the problem. When you've been somewhere and you get a bit freaked out or nervous or something happens, you do get quite nervous about going back. But I keep getting questions, you know, on Facebook, like that video one back in last time, people like, when are you going to go back? It'll do you good if you go back. I just need to control the nerves just a little bit more, and I think I'll be alright, you know. I was going to have a fire, but I don't want to put myself in that eye of anyone walking around, let's say, you know, on the field there with the dogs or something. So it's just going to be more of me set my hammock up and let's just chill out. Yeah, I'm using a hammock. People's asked me, a couple of people's asked me if I want to use a hammock again instead of just tents, so we'll do that. I've got a down quilt. I don't want to be sleeping in a sleeping bag when it's quite warm. Like it's, I think it's about 15 degrees. Under blanket. We never use a hammock, always use an under blanket. And then this is my Snugpak hammock. So we'll get this set up and I'll bring you back. So I think you can hear within the video, I scream man in the distance. Like I say, this place is not far away from civilization. It's not like I'm saying I've walked, you know, 10 miles to a woodland in the middle of nowhere, because it's not that at all. You know, like I say, it's quite local, like an urban sort of camp. But it is windy as well. The trees are blowing with the wind. I'm just getting there. I'm looking forward to staying the night, to be fair. I'm looking forward to waking up in the morning to know I've came back and I've got over the fear. I know it sounds silly. You can look at my channel, 73,000 subscribers and stuff like that, but every camp is a different experience. You know, you could have 10 camps where naught will happen, and you can have one camp where you can do something, or something may happen what may throw you off a lot. The thing with solo camping as well is there's a lot of nerves behind it, you know. Even myself, I'm 40 odd years old now, and it's like I still would be nervous if I was somewhere where I don't know where I am to do a bit of camping. And by what I read on Facebook groups, other people's YouTube channels, a lot of people are the same. You only get them proper men, you know, really serious hardcore men, the men of the country, what sleep in bear and wolf territory and everything, cannot be scared. But for me, I get nervous. I'm the same as everybody else. I'm not too ashamed to say I'm nervous. I do keep looking over there though, where all the trees are from this side. Right, I'm gonna have a little look around. First I'm gonna put my under blanket on actually. And there's another thing as well. If you do get nervous when you're out camping by yourself or with other people, it's not to be ashamed about at all. Some people are just generally nervous. But yeah, there's not to be ashamed of it. It takes a lot of nerves to get up and get out camping by yourself. Like I say, them proper men, you know, the men, they won't have any of that. But it does take a lot of nerves to get up and get out camping by yourself. Right, let's attach this DD under blanket to the hammock. Right, so that's my home for the night. Snugpak hammock, DD under blanket, and then a down black 400 quilt there, just to keep me nice and warm. If it were going to rain, you definitely need to consider about putting a tarp up. So it'd go from like your tree here across to there, and then it comes down like a roof pitch sort of idea, and that'll allow it to keep all the rain off you through the night. So it does seem to open a little bit here. Got some sort of flattish ground there, but doesn't seem to be no animal digging or out like that. Nope. There's my little setup there. So let's make a brew, I think. You know what I'm hearing? It's like the sound of two trees, you know, where they're crossed, or the storm's blown one over, and with the wind it sounds like they're rubbing. You know, like if you get like two big branches or sticks, let's say, and you rub them together. I'm hearing that. That possibly could be right, because you know it's a bit windy. You can see for yourselves the trees moving. but I'm hearing that, the sound of trees rubbing together. I just can't remember in a previous video if it were windy, like, you know, a little bit windy. But that's what I'm hearing now, the sound of trees rubbing together. So far, not very paranormal stuff going on, is it? I don't want it to be paranormal, to be fair. Right, so in one of the comments what someone said, it said, is it my gas stove leaking and causing the noise through the pressure of the gas? So that's one thing we're going to use again tonight, is the Jetboil stove. This place is getting more spooky as it gets darker. Right, let's get the Jetboil going, and then we'll see if the noise happens when we use the Jetboil. So my Jetboil is starting to boil now. Got a nice little cup, found it in cupboard. Starbucks or Starbucks I think they're called, out there. I got it from there about 3 years ago, before the big global problem. Put it in cupboard, forgot all about it. So we're just going to sit here for a second and see if we hear the same noise when I'm using a Jetboil. I don't know. Here's a question for you, right? Well, first off, I'm going to tell you a little bit of something what someone told me about the area. Just turn the stove off. Apparently, in the previous video I showed them big stone gates. Well, apparently they led up to this big house thing, and there were maids that lived in the house. And they used this woodland, and well, this woodland's quite new, but they used this area and a bigger part of the woodland over there for them to come in, because I think back in the days they'd only get like Sunday afternoons off, and apparently they'd use the local area to play outdoors. I know that sounds funny, that, because who plays out these days? But yeah, I'm just pouring the water into my coffee here. Yeah, and they used to play out in these areas, and who knows, maybe this was their favourite place back in them days, that they come back here to visit it as, let's say it as it is, ghosts. But here's the question, and you know, please be honest in the comments below if you're going to comment. If you die at work, or you die, just say, somewhere apart from home, away from your loved ones, would you really haunt the place, or let's say hang around the place? I don't know, what would you call it? Would you rather stay in that place where you died, or would you rather go back to your loved ones? You know, homes and places like that. So I'm sure if I died here, I wouldn't, as a spirit, you know, I'm saying it because I think I do believe in them. You might not, you might think I'm talking a whole load of rubbish, but if I died here, I would rather go back home and be around my partner Emma and see my kids. I definitely wouldn't hang around Woodland. And on the other side of that, if I died at work, I definitely wouldn't haunt work. I don't like being at work best of times, so I definitely wouldn't like to be there. But I do know people say ghosts, spirits and stuff can get caught in a time zone, so they're always living that little bit of time over and over and over again. I'd like to know, you know, I've already asked, do you believe in ghosts? Yes or no? Just drop that in comment below, yes or no. But would you really hang around the place you died? What if you're hanging around it for questions, let's say? And don't worry, if this is the first time seeing my videos and thinking, what's this idiot on about? I will never go on about all like this again, because winter camping's coming now, and that's hot tents, you know, big hot tents with stoves inside, cooking brilliant food in them. So we'll do that. But yeah, on this channel, this video, let's say, why would you haunt the place even if you died here or you like it the most? If you think about it, actually, you know, if you lived in a big house as a maid, this wouldn't be home, would it? It's just work, and you slept there, didn't you? Yeah, so let's stay like, let's start again. If you worked as a maid in a massive mansion, and that's where you lived, so you were there 24 hours a day, you know, looking after kids, the elders, cooking the food, keeping the grounds nice and stuff, that would be your home. But it wouldn't be a happy home, because it's your work and your home in once. So for that little bit of relaxation on Sunday afternoon, let's say, coming to a place like this would be the happy place, wouldn't it? Imagine living at work. I'd do my head in. Your happy place would be a Sunday afternoon. That would be your happy place. Only on a Sunday afternoon. I will tell you one thing, and I'm not going to lie about this. Do you know, in the other video when I left this spot, as soon as I got home I was like, you absolute wimp. And I got that said a lot in the comments, you know. Absolute wimp. And I believed you. I thought, why did you do that? Why didn't you just stay? You were there when it happened the first time. I know it happened. You were there the second time, and then that's when you decided to bottle it. And I did, didn't I? You know, if you subscribe to my channel, you know I did bottle it and I went home. But my eyes always attracted to that bit of woodland down there. Right now, it's just like, what was that? What was this? You know. There's that rubbing noise, you know, of trees. Not letting anything get to me. Anything at all. Not tonight, not in this video. But yeah, I got home and I thought, what a wimp. I heard it again. You know what? I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just going to continue doing what we're doing, and I'm going to make my simple meal. I heard it, but it was like that way. See how I says that and you heard like a crack? No, I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to crack on what I'm doing. I'm not letting my mind play tricks on me tonight. Yeah, it's a spooky woodland. Yeah, now I am a little bit unsettled again, but that's just the way it is. I'm going to continue what I'm doing and just relax myself again. So I'm just using a Jetboil again. I just thought I'll have a little talk while that's working, just see if we hear any that noise again. But I did hear it myself before I use a Jetboil. But I am working on another channel, but it's not going to be ready till probably early November time. And that's because I've got a lot of videos. Well, I want to at least get Jetboil's boiling now. I at least want to get 3 videos available before I upload it. Well, before I put the channel live. lucky for me tonight, I've got myself 2 pot noodles. One just wouldn't be enough. So I'll just put my water in this and continue telling you about this plan. I will be keeping up with this channel, but obviously I'm going to have to dedicate a bit of time to my next one. And I think when I do the channel and I start uploading videos to it, and if you're happy to go over and see them and follow that channel, then you'll understand why there's going to be a slight cutback on videos on this channel, just for the meantime. Plus, another reason is, I'm just going to be honest about it, my younger brother's getting out of prison after 17 years, so he's going to need a lot of help to keep on the straight and narrow, and that's something what I desperately want to do, because in 17 years, look how far technology's come, look how far everything's come to where we are now. So he needs a bit of help along the way, and as an older brother, it's up to me to do that, really. And he wants to do one of them paranormal channels, so he's trying to get me to do that with him, but I'm sort of unsure about that, and that ain't going to be my channel what I'm on about. But yeah, so early November time, my new channel will be available. I don't want to tell you what it is yet, so I don't want to ruin it, but like I say, I've got a lot of prepping to do. It's just going to be quite hard work. Now, there is a couple of other videos on YouTube about my idea. It's not like something completely out of blue, what's never been done before, because to find a little niche like that is very hard, very, very hard. Some people's done it, some people still doing it, but not to the extreme I'm going to do it, and not to a few other little bits that I'm going to do. I know I'm just going on about this, but I'm not even saying what it is, am I? And to be fair, I don't want to ruin it for you. Now, if you're subscribers to my channel, you'll see it in a couple of months what I'm on about. If you're a new subscriber, or you're thinking about hitting that subscribe button, stay tuned. You'll see later on down the line what it is. But it is going to be slightly gruesome, I'll tell you that one for now. It will have a few little bit, ooh, I won't do that. Oh, I won't go there. Yeah, it's going to be a bit gruesome. I did think about, I'm trying to talk, see, I'm trying to talk, because any of this noise what appears, I want it to be on the camera as I'm chatting away, so I'm not switching camera and going, see, hear that? I want to do a challenge channel where I eat like all the hot chilies in the world, like I used to do with brother-in-law about 7-8 years ago. But I'm not a, how do you say it? I've had the Trinidad Scorpion chili one, and that one was that bad. It actually, when it hit your stomach, that fire, and then I hope I'm not eating your dinner, but when you bring it back up because of the heat, it reheats everything, and your mouth, obviously your nostrils, I think it's kind of your nostrils, isn't it? But yeah, it's just like re-burns it all again. It's like, by God. So I passed on that idea. But like I say, early November, I'll have my new channel up and running. And hopefully then I can leave work and do YouTube full time, so I'll have 2 channels going. And that will be good. It'll be good to leave work and go independent in life and do everything my own way. I'm going to be honest, that woodland there is freaking the hell out of me. I'm going to show you it. See what I mean? If you just like down here, it looks very like an archway, doesn't it? Just that point there is freaking me out a bit. Like I keep thinking something's, you know, walking past it. You can hear that. You can hear that. If I can hear that, you can. Did you hear that? Sound like someone pushing the ground out of the way. Could have been an animal. Let me know your thoughts, because I just want to ask you now, what you think that was. It wasn't as bad as last time I were here, but I know you heard that. If I heard it, you did. I'm using my phone so it picks up good quality. Right, I'm gonna start eating my pot noodle because I don't want to think about it. I want to stay tonight. I don't want to go home. I'm not letting it defeat me this time. You know, I really can't wait to use one of them hot tents, especially the Hammock hot tent, 1x1 wind. Get my stove going in there. Cook some steak. I cooked the full chicken in one last time, didn't I, last winter? That were ace, that. Chicken, put some veg in it. Got fantastic eating a full chicken. Yeah, let's get that stove in there. Oh, I can't wait for it. Even the hot tents where you don't need to put a hammock in it, you can just lay in it, like the one Tiger's one, I think it is. Iron wall, use that one. Stove at 70. Then I got that new one, haven't I? The locomotive by Promolly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using that one. That one's a lot like the one I made from the OEX Kruger 3 tent. Was it the Coyote 3? One of them anyway. Yeah, them two are the same, but obviously the Promolly one is made by them, probably professionally. Mine, I just stuck the thing I needed on and attached the stove jack cover. It worked alright though. Pot noodles when you're camping. It's the future. Ain't really. Steak, peppers, onions, mushrooms, garlic mushrooms. Can't wait to do all that again. Probably end of this month, end of September. We'll crack on doing that, as well as building my other channel. If I get my other channel, start making some sort of revenue, I could just leave work and just be happy and just live a free life. Not having a boss, not having someone hanging over me. With my other idea, I could work a week on it and have 7, 8 videos. So I'd only have to work once a week every 7 weeks on my new channel, what I want to do. And that'll leave me more time to go camping in better places and stuff. And I have to go to work at 6 in the morning and get home for 5 o'clock at night. I really would like that to happen. And I'm a massive believer in, if you want something that bad, you'll make it work. Like, I want to stay here tonight and I'm going to make it work. Right, so it's starting to get to 9:30. So I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of sleep. The wind is picking up, so that's sort of easing my mind a little bit. I think I'm overthinking the situation now. But if anything happens, I'll definitely bring you back. But overall, it's been a lot better than last time. Well, I've not heard anything else for a long time. I've just been watching some of that Peter Kay. I think he's quite funny. And I watched some of the Lee Evans in concert. They're quite funny people, aren't they? I've not heard no else now. I'm very calm, you know, I'm just happy to lay here and nod off to sleep now. I'm going to put a bit of music on my phone. Like I say, just relax and go to sleep. Bit of a strange noise earlier. I could still, and I can still hear them, like sound of trees rubbing it together. That's definitely what that noise is. But for now, I'm going to get some sleep and I'll bring you back in the morning. Thanks for watching this far. Night night. Good morning, people. I've been awake about half an hour. It's 5 to 7. Only thing through the night is I had to get out of my hammock and adjust it a little bit to give it more of a bend, you know, a bit more comfortableness. And I could definitely see a fox, you know, roaming around a little bit. I wasn't too bothered about that. I had to tell it to get away from my bag once or twice. But to say it's a creepy woodland, I stayed the night this time, and I'm very, very, very happy that I did. I would have been disappointed if I would have gone home again. I'm going to make a quick drink and I'll bring you back. Waking up in the morning, no matter where you are really, woodland, hills, fields, just having that cup of coffee. It's like being at home, innit? I think I'm at peace with this woodland now. I think it's somewhere I may come back in the future. Yeah, I think I'd definitely come back in the future, yeah. I'm definitely at peace with it now. I'm glad I come back, so if you're one of the followers what told me go back, give it another go, I want to say thank you very much. I do appreciate you telling me. Sometimes I do need a bit of Dutch encouragement just to get out and get going. It is still spooky, but over time I think I'll get over that properly anyway. So if you're wondering why it's so bright, this is what it looked like without the light on the camera. This is what it looked like with the light. You know, just one of these lights here really makes a difference. So if I've got that here, but no, I put it on the back of my phone stand, that's what it looked like. A little bit grainy and horrible. Put this little light on, gives you that little bit of extra light for recording to make it look better for you guys. All these are. Got your different settings there. On and off is there. Wow, that blinding myself. And you can turn the brightness up and down here. Yeah, this one's only got brightness up and down. And you can test this one here. Well, one of them is to show you battery life, but that ain't going to work, is it? I think I need to turn it on first. Yeah. So it's on, so that's turned me now, my battery life's full. I've only got it on 1 bar. I've got a load of battery left. Share a link in the description if you're interested in these. Pretty handy to have. Yeah, I just wanted to show you the light difference. Winter months, they do work really well. Well, I've just been laying here. Oh, not doing much. Oh, well, probably just waking up even more. But it is starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to have to get moving out. Get off home. I don't want to go home. I don't want to leave. 1 minute I didn't want to come back here, and now I don't want to leave. I'm going to start getting sorted, I think. Because if it is going to rain, I only have this top on, t-shirt, and I will get wet through. So yeah, I think I best start packing up here. Right, so that's me all packed up, ready to go home now. I'll share a link in the description if you're interested in seeing the previous video. Plus, I'll share it here for you, so you can click on that. If you want to see some of the hot tent camping and more videos of mine, I'll share this here, so you can click on that. It'll help you follow my channel. But for now, thanks for watching. I'm very glad I did return, and I'm glad that I stayed the whole night. Thanks for watching.